Hello, welcome to 8.9 News. I'm Finlo Costain. Pitch Up is a group of organic and regenerative farmers from Scotland to Cornwall who've got together to invite both existing businesses and startups with big ambitions to pitch their ideas this November. I spoke to Rosie Jack from the Balcaskie Estate, one of the Pitch Up partner farms, and I asked her to explain what Pitch Up is and how it works.
So, Pitch Up is essentially a call to action for businesses and people with ideas to approach landowners and farmers. We are in the fortunate position as partners of Pitch Up to have resources, land, and space that we want other people to come and use to produce something. So, it's really essentially we're saying, we've got space, come and use it. We need more diversity.
Is Pitch Up a grant-making programme, or is it just about providing space, or indeed buying a stake in new businesses?
We're not buying a stake, but it does depend on each different Pitch Up location and how they want to have business partnerships or whether they just want to deal on a tenancy basis. It's completely case by case driven. It's not to create grants. It's really just to try and bring more people back to the land and improve the land as well and a rural community. So no, it's not about generating grants and anything around that. It's really just to try and increase rural vibrancy and bringing people back to the land.
Now, the Balcaskie Estate is involved in agroecology and organic types of farming. How does Pitch Up fit with other aspects of your work?
So here on Balcaskie, we already farm regeneratively where possible. A large majority of our farming land is organic. So Pitch Up essentially is different partners and farmers who already farm regeneratively or organically, basically any farmer that's trying to improve soil health. So for us, being part of Pitch Up made complete sense and sort of joined the dots. But we already have quite a few commercial businesses based on the estate. So we really wanted to try and encourage new businesses, new entry to come to us and fit into the existing circle of businesses that are based here. So try and increase collaborative working, shared staff, use of waste. So really, Pitch Up has kind of become a bit of a marketing hook of what we already do, given it a name and allowed us to explain it in much better detail. So we're already doing a lot of the principles of Pitch Up, and they fit really nicely into our sort of mission for the estate.
It's clearly a fantastic idea, and it puts farming back at the centre of rural economies and communities. The Balcaskie Estate is in Scotland, but where else are Pitch Up farm sites located? And does location matter?
I'll start with the second part of that question. So yes, I would say personally, the locations of Pitch Up are quite important to how the businesses approach us. So we are looking for other Pitch Up locations around the UK. So for example, we might be Pitch Up Fife here at Balcaskie and Kingsclear Pitch Up Hampshire. And the new businesses that have come into the fold as well are the Pitch Ups in those locations. So if a business is approaching us, they do sort of have to be located near the area. It's not, well, it depends on the business, but virtually might be quite tricky because we want businesses to be land-based or producing something. They kind of physically need to be in the space of the farm or the land. But the other partners that have come into play this year, which is really exciting. So last year, like you say, it was Kingsclear who are the founding partners of this. Balcaskie, we came into the fold last year, but we now have Westerton Estate, which is in Herefordshire. We have Rectory Farm, which is in Buckinghamshire, Plantain Farm, which is in Shropshire, and we have Russick Farm, which is in Cornwall. So some amazing new estates and farms that have come into the Pitch Up movement. And I've had some wonderful conversations with other landowners who are kind of watching from the sidelines just now and maybe consider taking it on next year. But yeah, we'd love in Scotland, a Pitch Up Aberdeen or a Pitch Up Highlands or a Pitch Up Perthshire. So the movement is sort of spreading throughout the landowners and that businesses in those locations can become part of the pitch up movement. So not everybody doesn't have to flock to Fife to be part of it. We really want other people to adopt the movement as well.
Rosie, can you give me one or two examples of successful pitches and how they've benefited from being part of the programme, and then perhaps how you've benefited from them becoming part of your farm community?
For us being, we're really just a cog in this wonderful community that we have here. So we're not really the community, we just want to be part of lots of different communities. But Pitch Up has had some really interesting businesses approach from Kingsclear down and us in Balcaskie. So Kingsclear had an amazing one called Munch, which is a foraging pet food company for rabbits, and they forage in the hedgerows of Balcaskie, Kingsclear's fields. So a wonderful business that came through Pitch Up a few years ago. And for us here at Balcaskie, last year we were approached by the Fife Beekeepers Association, and they wanted to create an educational apiary station for people to come and learn about beekeeping. And for us, it was brilliant because it was pollinating all of our hedgerows and land as well. So that was a sort of win-win, a lovely circular movement. But we've also had Stock's Kitchen move into one of our commercial units down at Bow House, which is one of our hubs. And they are wonderful because they are sourcing lots of ingredients from the other businesses that are based within Balcaskie. So it's been wonderful to see those businesses. They've known about us as Balcaskie for a long time, but as soon as we launched ourselves into Pitch Up, they were like, "Oh, you're actually looking for more people to join in. That's wicked. Let's be part of it." So again, Pitch Up has really just given us a platform and a voice to talk to businesses in our community in a completely different way. So yeah, some real success stories, and hopefully this year we'll have some new exciting partners coming in.
And thinking just finally about this year's Pitch Up window, what sort of projects are you after and what scale of projects are you looking for?
We're being here at Balcaskie, we're being quite prescriptive about what we want this year. Last year we were very open and said we wanted startups, we wanted anything. But I think we found a few gaps in our systems that we would really like people to sort of take on. So we're maybe looking at, we'd love a mobile dairy, something that would fit into our current farming system really well. We're on the doorstep of St Andrews, the town, and have a huge population and great cafes and farm shops. So there's a market for really good quality, possibly organic milk. We're also looking for a mobile poultry system, again, to fit in behind our current farming system. So those chickens would fall along behind our cattle or sheep and pick away at the grass and improve the soil health as well. Again, there's a huge market for eggs in the area. So this year we're being quite selective about who we're looking for. But again, we're always open to new ideas. I think for us, if we've not thought of the idea, it might be a pretty good one. So come at us with anything.
That was Rosie Jack from the Balcaskie Estate. More news as ever on our website 8.9.com. That's all for now. We're back soon. Thanks for watching.